guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for logging in. I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, you're welcome. And as I always say, you're going to love the kind of content you will receive on this channel. Okay? So, hey, hit that subscribe button and be the first person to receive that juicy content every time I upload a new video. Okay? Otherwise, I just want to say you guys are super amazing. Okay? You've taken me from far, guys, and I'm glad that the support that you are giving me, it is really assisting me in my growth on this channel. And I just want to say thank you. May the good Lord bless you guys so very much for me. Okay? Otherwise, let us head to today's video. Guys, now in today's video, this is the beauty of parenting. Now, as a parent, yeah, especially in the current digital era, as a parent, oh my, yes, it is not easy. But did you know that as a parent, there are some words that you are not supposed to say to your kids? Okay? So, in this video, I'm just going to share words that as a person I've learned that, hey, I'm not supposed to mention to my kids. Yes, or I'm not supposed to tell them. Yes, but there is a way I have to, pass the message across and talk to them. So, let's head to the first one and see what is it. Now, the first phrase is, you should listen to adults. Yes, I said that. You should listen to adults. Now, that one is X. Yes, I just learned that you're not supposed to say it that way. Okay? But you're supposed to say, you should listen to your parents. Yes. Now, this has come because of the current, the current times. Times have changed. Growing up, that was the phrase. But in the current world, things have changed. Adults sometimes are strangers, okay? And kids can interpret things differently. Now, as a parent, when you tell your child you should listen to adults, do you know that strangers are among adults? Okay? So the right phrase to use is, you should listen to your parents. Yes, that it means that your child will know that when the parent is saying something, they have to listen. But when a stranger is talking, no. And in this scenario, it does not include, like, for example, teachers. For example, people that are well known to kids, no. But as a parent, for example, as a mother, if I'm talking to my daughter, for example, I'm supposed to say, you should listen to your parent. Okay? You should listen to dad. You should listen to mom. You should listen to auntie, for example. I should be that straightforward. You should listen to your teacher. You should listen to your auntie. You should listen to your, I mentioned the name. I should not generalize and just tell my child, you should listen to adults. That is wrong. You should listen to your parents when they talk. Or you should listen to so and so. Let us, due to changes in the environment and the way things have just changed, yes, it is just right to be that straightforward. Yes, it is parenting. The second question that even myself have been a victim before, for example, like if my daughter is crying, telling a child, stop crying. No, that is wrong. You are not supposed to tell the child, stop crying. You are supposed to ask the child, why are you crying, baby? Are you hurt? For example, maybe they were running, they have fallen. You ask, why are you crying? Have you hurt yourself when you are running? Or is there something wrong? When you ask such questions, you are giving this child room to tell you what has happened to them that has led to them crying. Okay? It is like you are opening room for discussion. You are asking the child, why are you crying, baby? The baby will tell you, I'm crying because of ABCD. Were you hurt when you are running? That is why you are crying. The baby will tell you it is ABCD. But when you tell the child, stop crying, you found the child crying, you don't know what the problem is, for example, and you just say stop crying. The child will stop crying, yes. As a parent, as a caregiver, you will not know what happened to this child. Okay, so if every time this child cries, you come and tell the child stop crying, stop crying, stop crying, if something bad's happened to this child, God forbid, will they ever come to tell you it is ABCD? But when you ask, why are you crying, baby? Are you hurt? Why are you running? You fell. That is why you are crying. As a parent, give room for my child to open up and talk. Okay, I don't give my child those full stop questions. I'm like, stop crying, stop doing this, stop doing this. No, and I'm supposed to ask why. Okay, the whys will be able to open room for this child to tell me, mommy, it is ABCD, or it is ABCD, this has happened, I was playing, I hurt my arm, that is why I'm crying. I was running, I fell, I hurt my leg, that is why I'm crying. Parenting, it is parenting 101. Yeah. Another funny term that it doesn't augur well with kids is when you say stop being greedy. Yeah, guys, stop being greedy, share. No, you're not supposed to say that. Okay, you're supposed to say, can so and so play with your toys? Can so and so also have your cake? Can so and so also drink your juice, for example? Can so and so take ABCD? Yes, tell your child, you give them room now to also have authority over what they have, so that they can be able to learn. We have to share. Okay, can you give Esther, for example, a toy to play with it? Can also Esther come and play with your toys? Yeah, you have to teach your child to have authority and delegate. The child has to learn, these are my toys and I have to learn to share with my friends. These are my toys and I have to learn to share, for example, with other children. Okay, but when you just tell yourself, you are so greedy and you are so mean, when you use such terms on your child, the child feels bad. Okay, you can imagine yourself, somebody tells you, and you are so mean. Yeah, it doesn't augur well. Yeah, so children will always be children, and as a parent, they mean a lot. Okay, so the friendly phrase that we have to use is have room to delegate. Let your child have room to, share things, learn to share. But when you are just going to give them full stop, you are mean, you are greedy, you are ABCD, it doesn't augur well with the kids. Yes. Another phrase, how many times have you, for example, as maybe just a mom, asked your child, hey, who taught you this? Yeah, maybe they are doing something very funny and you are like, I've never seen you do this before. Who taught you this? No, when they become mischievous, you're not supposed to say, who taught you this? No, you're supposed, why are you doing this? The child will tell you, for example, I'm playing this game because I learned you are playing and I learned this from my friend. At least you will be able, but you see, when you are just saying, hey, who taught you this? The child will get scared because they'll be like, okay, if I say who taught me, maybe I'm going to be beaten. But when you ask, why did you do this? The child will be able to explain to you. You will know the child is doing ABCD because they learned in school, they learned in church, maybe when they were playing in their compound, they've learned, and this is something that they are practicing because they've learned outside there. And if it is something bad, you are going to know the source. Okay, so as a parent, I'm just learning, I have to take this a day at a time. Yeah, a day at a time. The other phrase that is so common is, hey, as a mom, maybe you might be out and the child is really giving you a hard time. Then you're like, hey, when we get home, we will talk. Hey, that freaks the hell out of the child. Okay, the right phrase to use is, you've really annoyed me. Tell me what is the problem. Ask the child on the spot, you've really annoyed me, mommy. What is the problem? On the spot, know where the problem is and get a solution. But when you tell your child, hey, let us get home, we will talk, it is mental torture to the child. Okay, And this child, for example, if you're outside, the baby will not enjoy, the baby will not have fun, because at the back of their minds they know, maybe when I get home I will be beaten, when I get home I will, I'll be given a punishment. Okay, but if the child has done something bad, on the spot you tell me, you've annoyed me by doing ABCD, it is not right, tell me what is the problem. The child will tell you. You'll tell the baby, oh mommy, I didn't like this, what is the problem? The baby will explain. But when you tell the child, hey, let us get home, you'll tell me what is the problem. That one no. That one no. Even as an adult, that one no. Another phrase that, we found ourselves using and also use is, for example, my daughter, or maybe you are with your child and then you're like, wow, look at this lovely girl, look at this handsome little boy. Many times when you say that, it is like you're comparing your child to the other children. So you tell your child, I love you and I know you can also do ABCD, or I know you can also do this. You tell your child, for example, if the beautiful girl is dancing or the handsome boy is dancing, you tell your daughter or your son, wow, I love you mommy and I know you can also dance. I love you my baby and I know you can also run. I love you my baby and I know you can also swim. By doing that, you are giving your child an assurance that you believe in them, you believe in their abilities, and they can also be able to deliver given a chance. Okay, so it is encouraging them, telling them they are also able, they have the capability, they are in a position to do what the other child is doing. But by comparing them, you tell your child, look at this lovely girl, look at this handsome boy, your child will already feel that inferiority complex when you are comparing them. But when you encourage your child, wow, I love you mommy, I know you can also swim, I love you daddy, I know you can also swim, that is the way to go. Okay, there's a time your child can ask you a question and you're like, oh my, where did that question come from? So you're not supposed to tell your child, I'm not going to answer that. No. I've also been a victim. Like I tell my daughter, she asks me something, I'm not going to answer that. You are too young. No. Okay. Just tell your child, mommy, let me think about it and give you an answer. Okay? Mommy, I will give you the feedback. Mommy, give me a minute, I'm giving you an answer. Okay? If the child asks a question, okay, if I'm in a position, if you're in a position, give them the answer straight away. If not, tell them, mommy, daddy, give me some time, I'll get back to you. Okay? Otherwise, if you just dismiss the child and tell them, you are too small, to ask such a question, the child will wonder. And also, as a parent in the life of this child, you are the authority. Children believes their parents knows everything. Okay, so when you dismiss them, they wonder, okay, what's up? But when you answer questions like they have asked that question and you answer it right away, it cements your authority in the life of that child. The child knows my parents knows everything, my mom knows, my dad knows. Okay, you answer the question immediately, and if you feel you can't answer that question, just tell them, mommy, give me some time, I'll give you an answer. I know they don't forget, they will still come again and ask. Answer them if you can that time, or get the proper way to answer them, but not to dismiss them and tell them, hey, you are too small, why are you asking such a question? Yes, that is also a phrase that when you answer a question immediately your child asks it, it cements your authority in the life of that child. But if you are going to dismiss them, the child will start gazing around. Okay, does my mommy or daddy know ABCD? Yeah, so it shouldn't come to that. Okay, and it is not like when you are growing up, the child was raised by a community. No, times have changed. Back in the village, you couldn't make a mistake. Growing up, you couldn't make a mistake even when you are walking on the road. Anybody who is the age of your mother or your father could beat you up on the road. And it was worse when you come home and say, I was beaten by, for example, so-and-so's mom, or I was beaten by so-and-so's dad. You couldn't, because that could call for a fresh beating. Okay, but times have changed, And currently it is like raising a child. As a parent, you just have to ensure you try. Okay, so you learn. Even personally, as a parent, I'm just learning, and I know with God's guidance things will always work out. Okay, otherwise guys, thank you so much for always supporting me. Thank you so much for always watching my video. I believe this video has been insightful to you. I really appreciate. Give me that, give me thumbs up. Okay, like my video, comment on it. I will really appreciate. Otherwise, till the next video, okay, may God bless you, take care of you in everything that you do. I wish you well. Otherwise, till the next video, we always say blessings.